you better get your nipples grounded right now because I'm about to tase them into submission. I am about to electrocute your nipples with this ridiculously awesome video right here. Today we're going to see if we can get the max amount of lives, what the max amount of lives is, and how difficult it actually is to succeed in getting the max amount of lives. And it's actually fairly interesting. So we're going to have a lot of different speeds and cuts in this video because it takes me over an hour to actually make this video. So if you guys want to, if you want to be kind to me and be cool, press the like button for me. Really appreciate that. And let me know what the highest lives you've ever gotten to in a real game is. And I bet you it's right around 1,000. We'll get to that in just a second. So what I'm doing is I'm thinking about what are the different ways that I can actually earn lives in this game. And first of all, you got our big boy Sebastian over here, right? I mean, we got the Hacker Man in the flesh. And what he does is he can make lives eventually. But he can't do it over max lives. So I was like, oh, well, let's see if I can just level him up a little bit. And maybe eventually he'll be making max lives over here. No. Nope, he just doesn't make any extra lives, which kind of sucks, actually. I thought it would go up to at least 1,000 or something like that, but no, they're going to be lame. They're not going to let us get any extra lives beyond the standard natural amount of lives that we want to have right here. But there's only really three ways that I know of. Well, I might be missing something here, but three ways that I know of that you can make extra lives in the game with regular towers, and that's with our buddy over here, Sebastian. We've got the heli pilot, of course, and then we also kind of overlooked is actually the middle path druid. The druid, the spirit of the forest, and the spirit of the forest at the end of every round is supposed to give you extra lives. So I want to kind of try out these techniques and see what we can do and how high we can actually get. So I farmed like crazy. I've already got a 5th tier banana farm, surrounded by what do we got? 6 more banana farms over here making me bank right now, and I'm surviving with a surprisingly low amount of stuff, just a destroyer and a ninja alchemized, and that's surprisingly good for myself. So what I'm finally going to do is I'm going to start upgrading my heli pilots. So we already tried our hero. He's not doing very much work for us at all. So let's start spamming these heli pilots. And what we're going to do is we're going to get all these guys up to at least 4th tier. The 4th tier abilities can give you lives, but also the 5th tier ability if we can get that going as well. Even though you can only get one of them. I think it gives you more lives overall. So anyways, let's start upgrading over here. Again, all up to at least 4th tier over here, the support CHINNOOK. The support CHINNOOK. And the way the ability works, if you guys don't know, is that it alternates between money and lives. So originally I was thinking, oh, you know what I really want to do, man? I want to get all the lives happening at once, and I'm going to get all the money happening at once. But that just kind of fell off the boat really freaking quickly. It did not work. So what I wanted to notice you guys really quick is we went from 200 to 500 with 12 abilities right there, and that wasn't even all full heart abilities. That was just some extra bonus money here too. So we just made 300 lives like that. We're thinking, holy crap, dude, we're gonna make it to a very high amount of lives very quickly. We just got to 1,500 lives like that. That was not a cut. That was just boom. We used that ability really quick, and we got those lives. And what we're getting here is about 75 to 90 lives or so from the support CHINNOOK every single time we use an ability that gives us hearts. Until we make it to 1,000. And then they cut us off drastically. Oh my god, we're going from 75, 90, maybe even 100 sometimes into, look at this very closely, 4 or 5 lives. So at first I was just thinking, oh, 12 support CHINNOOKs, no problem, dude, we're going to make this no problem. We're going to just make it to a really high number very, very quickly. And then I very soon realized that that is false. We're going to have to do something even crazier, guys. We're going to have to do something special already. We're going to have to get even more. So we're spamming. You guys know the drill. You know how to spam, right? We're spamming all the heli pilots. Basically as many as I can fit without being crazy. I know that sometimes you guys are like, well, guys, you could have fit one more heli pilot in here if you just did this or that. Oh, my God. But no, we don't really care that much about how many. But I'm just going to try and max it out as efficiently as I possibly can without breaking my balls over here. And we're getting support CHINNOOKs like cray-cray. So with support CHINNOOKs, believe it or not, they actually do a reasonable amount of damage when you get this many of them. But they're huge! Look at how much space they're taking up, and they can't really, overlap each other very much. So, they do a little bit, and honestly, they should be what should happen here is all these helipilots should eventually crash into each other and have exploding metal death happening everywhere. Luckily, that is not part of the game, because we don't have that happening right here. We can get even more little support Chinnooks. We're supporting our original towers. Now, like I said, it's kind of interesting to look at the amount of damage that we can do over here. So we're already jumping to around 100 here, guys. This is when we made it to 2,000 lives. It took us that entire time, that like 45 rounds-ish, to get up to 2,000 lives. So again, this took me a long time to make. We get our Insta-Monkey for completing and killing the bad balloon. Well, that's nice. So I decided I need a few more extra towers in here to help myself survive. But really, I'm relying mostly on the support Chinnooks with a little bit of extra stuff over here. So when I was first doing this, I actually just was picking up all of the crates. I didn't mind picking up the crates, but it was getting a little bit tedious trying to do that non-stop every single time. And keep in mind that I'm only getting about like 80 to 100 lives per 45 abilities that I use. Yeah, I'm not joking around here, guys. Less than 100 lives per 45 abilities. Keep in mind that half of them are cash and half of them are hearts, so it's really every 90 abilities I get about, well, I'm not even going to comment on that too much, but it takes a long time. So we're jumping. We got 3,000 lives now. Woo! We got a few more towers up in here. I got the Legend of the Night. I've got my extra wizard over here. We got our Grandmaster Ninja and everything still here and ready to go. But what I did is I sold one of my helipilots to get a third-tier monkey village next to my Legend of the Night because I want to make sure the DDTs weren't going to kill me. So again, we're on around 119, so it did take us a long time to get here, and we're taking the waves sort of slow. We don't have any, like, insta-kills or anything like that with our temples or anything, so we're taking the rounds a little bit slow, which is kind of keeping us alive for now, because I'm taking up so much space with all of my heli-pilots right now. So, yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's just absolutely crazy doing this. Again, if you guys want to press the like button for me, that'd be awesome. I'd really appreciate that. The amount of effort that it took to make this video was actually not as terrible as it could have been. There's harder videos to make, but it was something that I really wanted to do. So we're jumping again, 4,000 lives. Oh man, 134 already. These are not short rounds, guys. Like every one of the rounds beyond 100 is a lengthy one. We're talking about probably 30 seconds to a minute per round or so. So yeah, they get pretty long. You know, I didn't actually math out the amount of abilities that it took, but if I had to do a quick guesstimate, we'll call it 45 abilities per 100 lives. I had to do that 40 times. So 40 times 40 is 160. Probably about 2,000 abilities is what it took me to get this. That's my best guess here, guys. A little under 2,000 to get up to this maximum ridiculous. Oh, actually no, because I only had to do it 40 times. So okay, I'm finally gonna tell you guys. It's about to be here. We're about to get the max amount of lives that you can have in Bloons Tower Defense 6. Get ready. We're going to do a little baby cut right here in just a second here, guys. We're going up 4,200. All right, we're just about to get up. 4,864 lives. Is that the max? Not quite. We can still go just a little bit higher. And I think you guys have finally realized it by now. The maximum lives is 5,000. Now, is this going to matter in any situation whatsoever? Most likely not. I don't think very many people are going to be building 50 support Chinnooks and playing until around 150 just to get the maximum of lives up to 5,000. But here it is. Get ready for it, guys. We got 15 more to go. So let's take it slow. Let's take it slow. 4,987. I don't know how I got those 2 lives, by the way. I was a little confused by that. Because it was just 85, and then I went up to 87. I don't know if the Spirit of the Force was like giving me lives still or something. I really don't know. But let's take it slow here, guys. Our abilities are officially back. So let's drop it down. 92, 97, and 5,000 lives. Absolutely insane. It took me a long time to get this to happen. And now what you're noticing is if I press all these abilities, I can still make cash, but I can't make any extra lives. So, this is the official max amount of lives you can have. I don't really know what we're going to do with all this information. It's just something cool and interesting to watch about in our videos. But now, let's make it even more interesting. You guys were just thinking, okay, well, 5,000 is cool and all, but what are you going to do with that? Are we going to tank a Moab or something? That sounds pretty gosh darn interesting if you ask me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start selling everything, and we're just going to see what happens. Also, I didn't really touch on this too much, but I ended up using the Energizer sub to make my hero level up faster. I was hoping that he was going to get to a certain level where he was just going to like make extra lives, but it didn't really seem to matter whenever I got him up to level 20. So yeah, we're selling everything. Keep in mind we have a ridiculous amount of money at this point. I think it's 1,754,000. Holy crap, that is a lot of money right here. They're finally starting to chug through just a little bit. And you can see how much the support strokes were actually keeping me alive over here. They actually did do a decent amount of damage right now. So, let's keep on selling everything. I still got those 4 support strings. I should have gotten rid of those guys. But here we go. 1 DDT is all it takes to take us down 5,000 lives. Is that really what's going to happen here? I think it is. I think so, if I remember correctly. But again, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you press that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't. I'd really, really appreciate that. Don't forget to hit that little bell button if you want to see all these cool videos that we got coming out right now. And 1 banded DDT, 105,000 lives. Poof, gone. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a super duper delicious day.